Good afternoon to each and everyone. On behalf of our National Director, Maria Chalcalado, welcome to our Mrs. Universe Philippines press con and talent presentation. I would like to acknowledge our guests, our media personalities, our VIPs, and our judges. Thank you again for gracing us with your presence during this pandemic situation. This pandemic has been very hard for all of us. But today, let us forget all about that. Today is a celebration of beauty. Today is a celebration of women empowerment. So again, welcome to the Mrs. Universe Philippines 2020. Thank you very much.
Mrs. Universe Philippines, Davao del Norte. Mabuhay! I am Ellen Cuyawan Santos, your Mrs. Universe Philippines, Pangasinan.
Joanna Marie Razon, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Muntinlupa. Odessa Ramos Nara, your Mrs. Universe Philippines, Tarlac Province.
Mutia Cristina Cavapasis, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Valenzuela.
Heaven Peña, Florida, your Mrs. Universe Philippines, Makati.
Christine Escalante, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Manila.
Mrs. Universe Philippines, Baguio City, and Benguet Province.
Mrs. Universe Philippines, Bicol. Rosemary Dumadara Carter, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Aurora!
Michelle Lucas, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Rizal.
Mrs. Universe Philippines, Batangas.
Redevin Sororia, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Quezon City.
Philippines, General Santos City.
Sarah Javier, your Mrs. Universe Philippines, Cavite.
Please welcome our host for today, a computer engineer by profession, Vice Chairperson of PNP RMPU and CRPO Regional Advisory Council 2021, former disc jockey of 97.9 Love Radio, President and host DJ of Hit Radio 100.7 Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mary Gail Rosalie de Asis Picar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, thank you so much. Good job, Queens. I feel like a queen too. Would like to acknowledge, of course, the presence of our reigning queen, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Miss Maria Clara Manalo. One round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure today will be the most beautiful day in the universe. Well, we are proud to present actually to all of you our 18 exceptional Mrs. Universe.
Shining bright like a star, you are the universe. You stand for pride and grace. Beautiful woman you are, shining bright like a star. It is not how fine the way you move, your graceful walk and your perfect smile. It's a greatness reflected in your soul. Your confidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, candidate number 1 is the pride of Davao del Norte that aims to exhibit the exquisite culture of homeland Mindanao.
Siguro marami na sa atin ang nakalimot kung paano mamuhay ng normal. Gusto mo na rin bang balikan ng dati? Kung kailan malaya pa. Malaya sa mga bagay na gusto mong gawin nang walang limitasyon. Kailan mo pa huling nakasama ang iyong mga pamilya? Kailan mo sila huling nakasama maghapunan? Kailan mo ba huling nakasama ang iyong kaibigan? Kailan mo ba sila huling nakasama pumasyal sa mga paborito niyong pasyalan? Kailan mo ba huling nakasama ang iyong mga kaeskwela? Kailan mo ba sila huling nakasama magpalitan? Sabay ang mga malalakas na tawanan. Kailan ka nga ba huling pumasok sa simbahan? Yan yung mga
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter. I see it in you, so we can walk it out. Ooh, I'll dance, bring it to his feet. Ooh, I'll dance. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. And I'll do it 1,000 times
That was candidate number 2, Mrs. Pangasinan, Ellen City, Joanna Marie Razon. A warm round of applause, please.
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes. I know that she knows. No limit. She craves attention. She praises an image. She prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we've made her blind, so she tries to cover up the pain and cut the wounds away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after their face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. No scars, so you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring you down. No, no. You are beautiful in every single way. Yes, words can't bring you down. Don't you bring me down today.
Let's go, girls. Welcome, Mrs. Tarlac Odessa Ramos Narag. A warm round of applause, please.
Hello, Mites. Good evening, everyone. Afternoon pa po pala. Sige.
Let's call it Mrs. Maria Fe Aliba. A warm round of applause, please.
that body shaming is not acceptable. We are all born unique, and we must embrace our uniqueness and celebrate our individuality. We all come in different forms, colors, and sizes. But remember that we are all beautiful. Thank you very much.
What do we say? And if only just begun. Para po sa lahat ng nangangarap.
Sa
Padayon, through the lens of Claude, cultivating livelihood activities, underscoring development and empowerment from women and children's welfare. In the words of Joyce Banda, the seeds of success in every nation on earth are best planted in women and children. Unfortunately, in most communities, including my hometown in Davao del Norte, many women and children have lesser opportunity to enjoy a healthy and fulfilling life. As a woman and someone who grew up immersed in volunteer work addressing the needs of women and children, my advocacy will be centered on women and children's welfare. The Project Padayon will be developed under the Claude program. These income-generating activities will encourage them and their children padayon or continue realizing and living the life they wanted to live while contributing to our country's overall success.
Good evening. Can you enlighten us more on the cloud program of your advocacy?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. My advocacy is all about Padayon Claude. Padayon meaning to continue since this time is pandemic. And Claude stands for cultivating livelihood activities, underscoring development, empowerment for women and children. Since I was a child, sir, I witnessed the good deeds of my parents in helping others. That's why as I grew up, I saw that helping others is not impossible. So this Padayon Claude is giving a and supporting livelihood programs, especially in women and children. I am asking the help of the local government units to help the livelihood programs in each barangays in our province. And that those are like making rugs, dishwashing liquids, and so forth and so on. Like I also help the marketing strategy of selling pugo or anything that a mother, a woman could sell. Also, we are giving support to the children who are in school because we are all aware that children needs our attentions and care, especially financial support. That's all. Thank you.
Philippines, Pangasinan. Being raised by my parents, both educators and public servants, I have seen that education is the most powerful tool that cannot be taken by anybody. With this, I am inspired doing a charity work benefiting the youth in marginalized sector. Forever grateful to the Lord that being a cancer survivor, I realize and have seen my purpose in life, that I am here to help and serve people in my community. My advocacy is on Youth Focus Philippines, Sulong Edukalidad Scholarship Program para sa mga kabataan. It aims to provide free and accessible education to inculcate seeds of education among marginalized Filipino children in remote areas that will grow and bear fruits of empowerment and self-confidence among them. Youth will be empowered to interact in their community and realizes their worth, what they can do, and make them do things that contribute to the sustainable development of their community. This gives me an anchor throughout my new life journey, something that draw inspiration from, that keeps me humble. I am doing this advocacy for more than 20 years now, even before I pursued Mrs. Universe Philippines. Join me as I raise a flag of hope and cut the chain of poverty through educating and empowering the youth of the Philippines. Together, we can take small steps to work for a brighter tomorrow. For education does so much to a child. It gives a child the chance to dream big. So let us work together to give these children a brighter beginning.
Mabuhay po kayo, aming Mrs. Pangasinan University, Dr. Ellen Puyawan Santos.
Maraming salamat po.
Number two. Okay, congratulations for making it as one of the official candidates of Mrs. Universe. Okay, my question. As Mrs. Universe candidate, what particular or specific project would you like to focus and make it as your own legacy that can be emulated by others?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that wonderful question. I am so delighted and thankful to the Lord that first and foremost, I was given the second chance to survive because I am a cancer survivor. And being a cancer survivor, this is really my chance, the second life, to give what I can give to my people. Not only to the people, but to my community. To simplify, sir, the legacy that I would like to give in my community, wherein I'm going to start there, is since I'm doing my advocacy of sulong edukadidad for the kabataan in remote areas in Pangasinan, and I am doing this for 86 barangay in our province in Pangasinan, and I also seek the advice of our governor and with all the municipalities, the mayors. And so with this legacy that I would like to give and I would like to share to the people of the world, that's sulong edukadidad sa ating mga kabataan. Because I believe that this platform in Mrs. Universe Philippines, while doing the 20 years of this advocacy, I can still do more because God gave me the second life that I deserve. And that is to serve and help the kabataan, which inspires the children of tomorrow. And that is one of the advocacy also of Mrs. Universe Philippines. Maraming salamat po. Masantose ka po sa Rabi at si kayo namin.
Wow. Very well said.
In today's time of pandemic, our deep faith is measured. Despite such a storm, everyone must remain strong, optimistic, and determined. In this emerald city of the Philippines, Muntinlupa City, known as most competitive and improved city in the South, there is a woman who is willing to sacrifice her time, effort, and money to help, not just giving something, but teaching the community how to generate income for the living.
I believe in the saying, give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime.
Having a place to belong, a home with someone to love, a family, and a people to care, a community. She learns and seeks to be a blessing to others.
I was born to teach, to inspire, and to motivate. This is Joanna Marie Razon, an advocate of change from the Emerald City, Muntinlupa.
I'm here, Mom. Ethan Concepcion of Manila Standard and Pageant Council, Mom. Based in your advocacy video, Mom, sobrang ganda siya kasi it tackles yung mga heroes this time of pandemic, but it highlights your advocacy towards your community, no? Ang pinaka-importante ma-emphasize natin ngayon tumulong sa tao through establishing livelihood in your community, projects, programs, and livelihood in your community. But syempre magdedepende siya sa topography, resources, and yan, basically yung dalawa na yun, So based sa in your place, Mom, sa Muntinlupa, so what do you think are the best livelihood or programs that can you teach to the people of your community, most especially itong meron dreamin na hindi po employed mo, regular employed?
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful question. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for having me as your candidate of Mrs. Universe. I'm very grateful and honored to be part of this event. Yes, sir. Actually, I'm doing my advocacy for almost 15 years already. So I experienced a lot of pains, problems during my younger years, and that served as not my hinder to success. Because I believe that poverty is not a hindrance to success. That's why I use that as a motivation and inspiration to strive harder for excellence. During my younger years, I never experienced such a luxurious life. I remember I was walking 4 kilometers just to go to the school with an empty stomach. And I believe that will not hinder me to become successful. That's why I came out with this advocacy of social entrepreneurship, wherein someone just gave me a break. And I believe that everything happens for a reason, and it's a blessing in disguise. Someone gave me a break, my mentor. So I have this mentor who served as my guidance in making my advocacy. That's why I succeeded. So, in line with this, I want to give it back to people. So your question, sir, is how can I contribute to our community in Muntinlupa? I will generate the advocacy of money management. During this global pandemic, our fate is being measured. So I think that by giving them or teaching them how to save money, how to have an extra income, during this crisis, they can sustain their family's needs. So I think that would give them a financial freedom for me to correlate those aggressiveness in terms of my advocacy. So with that, sir, I could motivate them, give them knowledge, and inspire them, and give them some acts of motivation in order for them to succeed in this kind of global pandemic. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. And in those ways, you can be the agent of change, as you said in your video.
Yes, sir. This is advocate for change. Most likely in your question that every woman should develop their strength and power, not just a housewife. Because me, I'm a single mom. So I'm a role model wherein I can do it. So they can do it also.
Thank
to
you.
strive for excellence. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
SSL, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Universe Philippines.
As a woman, I choose to be a warrior, not a warrior. Being raised by my mom, who's a solo parent, we've faced myriads of trials. I've been an empanada vendor, housekeeper, babysitter at age 14, and even a fast food crew to finish my studies. Worked as an agriculturist, I deal with our folk farmers. I found my life's purpose. To be a voice for those who are like me, tired of being poor and wanted to live their dreams. Today, as a financial educator, I devote my life with my advocacy to empower Filipino families, especially the women of today, to create wealth and break the chain of poverty that can be achieved through financial literacy and entrepreneurship program. I was able to build 200 educators worldwide who joined me with this exceptional advocacy. I believe that financial freedom is not just for the wealthy. It is for everyone. No family should be left behind.
Odessa Ramos Narag, Advocate Queen for Financial Freedom.
Mrs. Tarlac, may my question for you is, how would you use the platform of Mrs. Universe Philippines for you to be able to reach out to more people about your advocacy?
First and foremost, thank you for that wonderful question, and I would like to extend my heartfelt and sincere appreciation to our National Director, Mrs. Because organizing this kind of event, me myself as a 26 years old young mother, really inspired me to be with my beloved queens, co-queens, because they share their way on how to empower us, on how to be an inspiration. And I'm so grateful because I believe that if every woman, if you educate a woman, if they are that, if they know how to empower, they are not just empowering a person, but they empower a generation. Having this platform of Mrs. Universe with lovely sisters, lovely ladies, is the best platform that will serve as our stage to reach more people, most especially me. The reason why I joined this pageant is to reach out more people, reach out more Filipino, and empower them through financial literacy and entrepreneurship program. I also, like my co-sisters, I've been through difficulties. And I know marami sa atin yung dumaranas ng kahirapan, pero meron talaga tayong gustong patunayan. We can be source of inspirations, and as a woman, we should be warriors. We should fight. We are created with purpose. I am a daughter of God. I'm His royal princess, and I know I'm here because He wants me to be an advocate of change. And my main advocacy is to break the chain of poverty through financial literacy and entrepreneurship program. That would be all. Thank you.
Follow-up question, your message to someone who is to a mother who is having a financial difficulty in this time of pandemic.
Kapit lang mga sis. Oo, mahirap po sa panahon ngayon, talagang maranas tayo ng financial difficulties. But as I said before, we are women. We are created with purpose. Divine is our purpose. Believe in yourself. I know that Filipinos are naturally resourceful. We should always seek way in order to tumayo tayo dun sa ating mga setbacks. Hindi lang po ito nakarelate sa mga kababaihan, kung hindi po sa lahat. And I believe hindi ka nag-iisa. Lumingon ka sa kanan, lumingon ka sa kaliwa, andyan yung mga kaibigan, tutulungan ka. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I am Mutia Cristina Capapasis.
As a mom, helping is second nature that translates happiness. This is the extension of loving oneself. It manifested through the charity programs I initiated for the past 8 years. The Taal Volcano Action Plans, the Rizal and Cagayan flooding brought about by the Typhoon Ulysses, raised more than 100,000 and in-kind donations. But life is a continuous battle. As a survivor of COVID-19 virus, I learned to value mind and health, holistic empowerment. It makes me the person I am today. Now a practitioner of meditation and mindfulness, I follow pranic healing and life coaching. Also engage in national organizations such as Spartans, SGX Calabao, Life Coach, People's Baptist Church, and Mixfit.
We are Mrs. Philippines! We are People's Baptist Church! We are SGX
Fats in Manila. This is Mrs. Universe Philippines Valenzuela, and together, we are here for you.
Hello, good evening po. I'm Francois Diaz po from Pageant Bank Philippines. Alright, so here's my question. Given the fact that your advocacy is rooted from your experience as a COVID-19 survivor, how would your advocacy remain relevant as soon as the pandemic ends?
I think my advocacy will be relevant until after pandemic, because we as person, we as people, we as human, we experience challenges in life. We experience problems, and we all have struggles, and we cannot avoid it. So having a balanced mind, body, and spirit, it will help us transform ourselves to become the best version of ourselves. We don't have to really wait for the problems to come, but if we are empowered from within, we will be able to avoid or overcome any circumstances that life throws at us.
Thank you po. So, I have another question po. You also mentioned in your advocacy video that a part of your advocacy is helping out those affected by natural calamities. So, how does this coexist with your personal advocacy?
I think it's really related, given the fact that helping others is vital, and being able to use your life, to live your life, to live your best life in the service of others remains a legacy, something that you can do until you're 60 or you're 70. As long as you're living, you can do something for your community and your society.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, candidate number 17.
In the world we live in, they perceive women as the weak, vulnerable, and helpless. Some were even used and abused. To stop this, the change must begin within ourselves. Show everyone what we are capable of. Encourage every woman to lend a helping hand, whether in just small acts of kindness, boost each other's confidence, or just by simply spreading the awareness. Now is the time we act as one. And together, we can make it happen.
Will ask the question.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Your chosen advocacy is actually very close to my heart. Personally, I assisted so many complainants at the Philippine National Police, particularly in our Women and Children Protection Center, who experienced abuse, rape, and other cases. So in this advocacy, in this chosen advocacy of yours, how do you think, how can you connect yourself to very important organizations such as NBI or PNP or even itong mga taga-barangay natin? How can you establish yourself to have a stronger ally with them for you to strengthen or solidify your advocacy?
Actually, sir, currently I'm a member of Solo Parents Association of the Philippines. We do have 35,000 members currently in Facebook. And what I do is actually I talk to each of those barangays that we do livelihood programs for them. As what you can see in my advocacy video, I've also solicited some interviews from those women who were abused. And what we do is that we let them know that this is a problem in our society and we make them aware of what's happening right now. And since I'm also an influencer, I have a voice to tell everyone that there must be a change for us to do.
Okay. Can you give one specific example na natulungan naman, be it a woman, an abused woman, or an abused child?
I had an interview of one of my blogs wherein she was abused by her husband. And what her husband did was, she was like being raped and she was being abused, and then he won't support that. So in a way, I spoke to her and I told her that despite all of this, you have to be positive in everything that you do. I myself is also a solo parent. But what differentiates me is that I see things positively and I try to uplift each and every woman just to be, positive in everything that we do. And we have to look at the bright side. And that's what makes us helping each other as women empowerment.
Thank you, and salute to you, Mom.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
My advocacy is all about helping the youth in the slum areas, more particularly with children who have experienced sexual abuse and drug addiction within their family that affects their psychological well-being. It may sound cliché, but the youth is still the hope of our future. I am an advocate of Udesimo Foundation, based in Quezon City. It is our goal to rescue the children who were neglected by their parents, living on the streets or slum areas. They are nursed in the foundation for 2 years, where we teach them various skills like baking, cooking, and automotive servicing. They are also enrolled with the alternative learning system. As of the moment, we have around 500 youths all around NCR. Aside from donating and doing charity works, I host seminars and provide inputs about sexual education, personal hygiene, and bring them closer to faith. With the support of the foundation, we can inspire them to achieve their dreams and have a better perspective in life.
My question is, how do you balance your pageant life with your personal life, especially as a mother, since you can get married?
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I became one of the voices of empowered women for today. And that I balance pageant and appearance to my child, my children. They know how Mrs. Universe has a purpose for me, because I know that my children supported me, of course, in this time of pandemic. Because during this time of pandemic, lots of people suffered from hunger, and COVID-19 leads to death. As a candidate, Mrs. Universe Philippines, there are 3 things that I assure to happen. First, I will help those in need of depressed areas by giving them food to ease their hunger. Also, we rescue the children, the young children on the streets, with the help of my foundation, which is the Unesimo Foundation. By giving them food, shelter, clothing, and aside from that, we provide also
Mabuhay! My name is Christine Adaniel Escalante, Mrs. Universe Philippines Manila. Mahirap maging squatter at walang trabaho sa sariling bayan. My advocacy is in line with our city mayor Isko Moreno's, which is to help provide decent homes for the homeless and to help re-energize Manila, which is rich in culture, heritage, and arts, appreciating its history by cleaning dirty walls, preserving its heritage, constructing infrastructure, to become a first-rate tourist destination offering more business and job opportunities. Pag may turismo, may negosyo, may trabaho, walang gutom, at may kapayapaan. And lastly, with the help of city officials and private individuals, we are feeding street children and less fortunate. I am starting my advocacies and charity works in my own city, so everyone will follow Manila and get hold of what we do as a great example.
City.
Thank you so much for that question, sir. Yes, as I've mentioned in my advocacy, it's actually in line with our city mayor, Isko Moreno. And mahirap talaga maging squatter, especially sa sariling bayan. And sabi ko nga sa advocacy ko, my advocacy is in line with our city mayor, Isko Moreno, which is to give home to the homeless and to re-energize Manila, which is rich in culture, heritage, and arts, and appreciating the history by cleaning dirty walls, preserving its heritage, constructing infrastructure to become the first-rate tourist destination, offering more business and job opportunities. Sabi ko nga, pag may turismo, may negosyo, may trabaho, walang gutom, at may kapayapaan. Actually, with that, marami pa talagang kulang sa Manila. Still fulfilling, our mayor is Moreno, still fulfilling those na kulang pa, because right now, our mayor is still, coping with investors to invest in Manila. Since it's COVID, we're actually, inviting investors to invest in hospitals, facilities in Manila. Kasi right now, marami pa pong mga COVID patients na talagang hindi ma-accommodate because kulang pa po talaga ang mga hospitals in Manila. Medicines in Manila, kinukulang pa po. So, that's why ang aming still, inviting people to appreciate Manila, to invest in Manila. Ang problem naman po actually hindi natapos-tapos in just a second. So every matatapos yung ang kailangan gawin, may kailangan pang gawin nakasunod. So I think still constructing infrastructure for schools. Recently kaka-open lang ng school in Tondo. For those na mga bata na, kasi ang dami po talagang squatter sa Tondo, mga batang squatter na talagang hindi nakakapag-aral. So ang aming yorme po, of course, kasi as a contractor po ako government contractor. So, I'm getting project from our city government, of course, to help our city mayor to construct proper schools for those children. And second, of course, for those homeless na sa Baseco po kasi recently kaka-open lang ng Baseco home sa mga homeless people. Katulong po ako doon because I was one of the contractor dun sa area. And the rest of it is, of course, we're helping people, not just feeding them. Tinutulungan din po namin sila through educating them on how to catch fish. Kasi ang problema po talaga sa Manila, hindi natapos-tapos. But of course, with the help of city officials and private individuals, we are still inviting people to invite investors in Manila so that we could implement those na kailangan pang i-implement in Manila.
Just a follow-up.
Yes, sir.
Just a follow-up question. Whether you win Mrs. Universe Philippines or you lose, you're still Mrs. Manila. What is that one project that you would want to do, but you needed the help of the city government?
Okay, thank you for that question, sir. Yes, as a contractor, a government contractor, I guess I could have inviting investors from private through the private and government contract. So meaning to say, I invite investors like to build hospitals in Manila. Kasi right now, the main problem that we're facing right now is COVID. So as a contractor, I would invite people to invest in Manila, and I would build more hospitals in Manila so that health problems could be addressed. Thank you so much.
I am Maria Fe Valdez Aliba, beautician, makeup artist, and a proud pastor's wife. I struggled with many things because of my low self-esteem, but with the help of my family and loving God, moving forward to improve my weakness was worth it. Having those life challenges, I was inspired to advocate on women empowerment through reaching out to the weak-willed, selfless, and busy women to help them regain their self-confidence through proper self-care, self-appreciation, and spiritual upliftment. Because I believe that reconnection with God will pave the way for a stronger woman. To the young generations, I like to inspire them with a suggestion on developing a balanced life, pursuing the Lord first, loving their families, and then pursuing their careers. Matago-tago tako ang iyo.
Hello, Ms. Baguio.
Hello, good evening po.
Good evening. My question is, why do you think women empowerment is important?
When I joined Mrs. Universe Philippines, they asked me, what will be my advocacy? As a first-timer, sabi ko sa sarili ko, my advocacy would be me, would be myself, kung sino ako, and kung ano. So I choose women empowerment through reaching out to the weak-willed, selfless, busy women for them to regain their self-confidence for proper self-care, self-appreciation, and spiritual upliftment. As a beautician, I'm a proud beautician, I'm a proud makeup artist, and I'm a proud pastor's wife. So, I know the feeling. Kasi sabi ko po sa advocacy ko, I have a very low self-esteem. But with the help of my loving family, and of course God, so natututunan ko na po ito ma-conquer. So, happy po ako, kaya gusto ko din pong encourage yung mga kagaya ng mga kababaihan na sobrang baba ng tingin nila sa sarili nila. Na through proper self-care, like when you put a little makeup, and then when you're not feeling well, and then you put a little makeup in your face, and then mabubuhayan ka na wow, nabibigyan ka ng pag-asa. So, for me, women empowerment is very important, lalo-lalo na po sa akin as a beautician.
Thank you so much, Ms. Baguio.
Thank you po.
Marhay na aldaw sa Indugabos. Ako po si Marisan Bilanghel Conche, halis sa probinsyaning Catanduanes, Bicol Region. I want to work on a passion project, and helping people with alopecia is my peak. I'm an esthetician. I make sure that my clients look good and feel great about themselves. I did microblading, and this time, creating wigs for women with alopecia. When someone loses her confidence, it becomes the end of everything. I want to remove the negative self-talk and know that it's the little things that matters. And I'm here to engineer that change. It would be easier for people to face the world when they know that someone cares about their existence. And creating wigs, no matter how small it is, would make a big impact to those who are emotionally struggling. The way we perceive ourselves matters. Confidence is power.
Hello, Mrs. Bicol. Mukhang kailangan kita sa advocacy. Tama ba? Anyway, this is my question. As an empowered woman and advocate, what is the activity that you have been engaged in the past, and how will you bring it to the aspect or the cause of Mrs. Universe Philippines if you will emerge as one of the winners?
Actually, nakikipag-coordinate po ako sa Alopecia Philippines. Tapos, if ever na manalo ako dito, sobrang magiging yung boses ko mas maririnig. Kasi bilang beauty queen, mas lalaki yung boses ko, mas maririnig nila na ang alopecia is hindi dapat ikinakahiya. Especially yung mga babaeng may alopecia. It is sobrang life-changing. Pag may alopecia ka, nakakababa ng self-confidence, nakakababa ng self-esteem, especially pag yung hair natin is nalalagas. Actually, yun, nakikipag-coordinate ako before sa Alopecia Philippines para mas ipakita sa mga tao na ang alopecia ay hindi ikinakahiya, kundi ito ay dapat nating hindi siya talaga sobrang ikinakahiya. And then, yun, bilang esthetician, makakatulong talaga ako sa kanila kasi gumagawa ako ng kilay. Personally, madami kasi akong client na nagsasuffer ng alopecia. Nakikita ko yung paano tumaba yung mga self-confidence nila. Sobrang nung ginawan ko sila ng kilay, sobrang tumaas yung self-confidence nila, and then gumagawa din po kasi ako ng wigs. Sa pamamagitan ng wigs, yes, tataas talaga yung self-confidence mo kasi diba yung hair is a crowning glory. Oh, thank you.
Okay, very good. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is the
My question is, marami ka na charity event na tinatupad. Para sa'yo, mas importante ang volunteerism at pagtulong sa charity.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ngayong bag na rabi, kada kayo ang aming Ilocano, ito'y at tarabigi. Pakiulit ko yung tanong para I can answer it correctly.
You've been involved in different charity work. So for you, bakit kailangan ng magkaroon ng volunteerism at ma-involve the charity?
Importante ko na tumutulong tayo sa tao. Kaya nga po ako umuwi ngayon kahit ano. 10 araw ko nagpapalong. Kasi talaga po na sensya na kayo. Gusto ko talagang tumulong sa tao. So, yung lahat ng mga ginagawa ko dito sa Pilipinas, kita nyo din sa video. Talagang galing yung sa puso ko. Lahat po ng if you look back at the video, same place of the child Jesus said, I will spend my heaven doing good on earth. So, siya po yung favorite saint ko. Simula pagkabata talagang taong simbahan na rin ako. Gusto ko talagang tumulong. Actually, sumali ako sa pageant para na rin sa yung bilang as a servant of our Lord. Kasi lahat ng bagay na binigay niya sa atin, syempre, kailangan din natin ibalik sa tao. Galing po ako ng California, nandito ako ngayon, 10 araw na quarantine, okay lang po yun. Kasi gusto ko pong i-share sa inyo yung advocacy ko na kailangan nating tumulong. Dahil kung tayo ay tumutulong, babalik din naman po yun. Alam po yun, at saka yung foundation po, MD International Foundation, kaya po yung itinatag para talaga tumulong sa tao. Bilang number 1 na dahilan para tumulong. Kasi para sa akin po, ang tunay na tagumpay ay hindi naman sa pera. Ang tagumpay ay masaya ka dahil nakakatulong ka. Dahil ang pera, hindi naman yan, forever. Sabi nga nila, money, M-O-N-E-Y, momentarily owned, never eternally yours. So, wala rin silbi kahit marami tayong pera. Yun lang.
Bilang mga kapitbahay at kaibigan nyo, and masaya po kami na nakikita kayo na kahit mainit, marami pa rin po nakangiti. Sana po matanggap niyo po itong konti naming ang regalo para po sa inyong sitio. Sana makabalik kami dito para naman po sa mga kabataan at para naman po sa mga kababaihan. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagpunta. So, ang babae po, ay masyado po tayong flexible. Magaling tayong mag-multitask. Kahit nagpa-plancha, nagsasaing. Lahat na gagawin mo na sa isang araw, kaya mong ma-accomplish. So, bakit hindi po tayo pwedeng maging negosyante? Pwede po. Diba? So, paliwanag po nila ng grupo po ng Varda Corporation kung ano po itong programa na ino-offer po naming negosyo sa inyo na libre po. Na uuwi po kayo na meron na kayong negosyo. Ang gusto lang po sana namin na mangyari, makatulong kami sa inyo at the same time, mapalago nyo po.
Hi, good evening, Mrs. Rizal. So, kumusta po?
I'm good. Medyo busog. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm just curious about your advocacy video. So you were actually distributing these trays of eggs to a number of women to start up a business. I'm also just wondering, why did you choose to give out tray of eggs as a startup business? to these women?
Okay. Kasi po, I'm in the food business at the same time. I'm also a chef. So alam ko po bawat bahay kailangan ng eggs. So it's something that all of the businesses, all the homes really need. So aside from poultry, that's another thing that's very important in our day-to-day lives. Meaning, if we were to share that as a business for moms or for wives or stay-at-home women, malaki po yung pwedeng probability na kumita sila kasi malaki po yung demand sa eggs and it's something that's needed every day. So yun po yung reason why I chose that.
So how do you foresee its success in 5 years from now?
Like in any business po, wala namang pong guarantee that it's gonna work. So you can have the best plan, you can have the best projections or forecast, but at the end of the day, kung hindi mo naman po siya kayang i-monitor, hindi mo naman kaya siyang tutukan, you cannot promise anything under the sun. So kailangan po talaga continuous yung aming pag-monitor, continuous yung aming pagtuturo, at the same time yung pagtitrain. Kasi marami pong during the pandemic, nawawalan po ng gana na talaga. So they're losing motivation to work, they're losing motivation to do anything to help them improve their livelihood. So to answer for the question, I cannot promise that in the next 5 years that we can make it really big, but there are other kinds of businesses that we can share and we can try, especially po yung mga essentials na kailangan po talaga ngayong pandemic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, candidate number 14, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Rizal.
When you have endless silent battles in your head, extreme sadness, confusion, anxiety, social withdrawal, the world may seem so dark. But in this battle, a hand to comfort, a friend to walk with, a hug to feel safe, an ear to listen makes a significant difference. In this battle, you may have your loved ones, your faith, but know also that you have us. People who strive to raise awareness for mental health issues and illnesses, to stop invalidation and discrimination, but more importantly, to help you fight and give you light.
Reach out.
Talk about it.
We will listen.
Your feelings are valid.
And we'll help you through it.
I'm Alec Nicole Bathan, and I am a part of Mental Health Awareness and Support Initiative in our community. For a better world, a better universe.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Actually, I'm a victim of mental health. I'm suffering from this kind of situation wherein I have to talk to a about the doctor, psychologist because of that problem. My question is, if you will win in this pageant, what kind of a platform you want to use to promote your advocacy?
Good evening, everyone. So I am an advocate for mental health awareness and support because I feel you too, sir. I have been through depression and I have consulted a psychologist already. And it is, I want to show our society that mental health awareness is an important aspect to make people feel, those who are suffering from mental health illnesses, to make them feel seen, to make them feel heard, so then we can disseminate the important, that important barrier that's keeping them away from the support that they need. So if I would win Mrs. Universe Philippines 2021, I would be working hand in hand with the Mrs. Universe organization to raise funds to further enlighten the people of mental health importance in our community.
My advocacy is to help the poorest of the poor, especially the eagerness to live a good life. I can be a stepping stone or a ladder of hope for anyone. I help those who need a hand by giving them opportunities. Like working abroad or working here in our country, I would love to teach them to live the good life. This is the saying, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Thank you very much.
Based on your advocacy video, you want to provide livelihood opportunities to your community. If you become Mrs. Universe, what particular livelihood program do you want to implement? And how would you gather funds to implement the program?
Katulad ng ginagawa kong pagtulong sa mga single mothers na walang trabaho, na gusto mag-abroad na walang kakayanan, ay ako ay tumutulong sa kanila. At saka ang mga may hirap, poorest of the poor, I do pantry coming from my home sa makakaya ko, sa aking makakaya, abot na makakaya ko ay aking silang tinutulungan.
Any particular program po na gusto nyo?
I'm planning to open the caregiver next year. Pinagpipray ko na sana matapos na itong pandemic na ito dahil ang aking partner ay nag-confirm na mag-open kami ng agency as caregiver. Kaya hopefully na matapos na itong pandemic para marami akong matutulungan mga caregivers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Candidate number 16.
Mabuhay! I am Virgie Salamanya Chua, your Mrs. Universe General Santos City. I remember growing up as working student until I got married and juggled multiple jobs to make ends meet. I started to understand wholeheartedly how these experiences enabled me to persevere and be an accomplished woman. Now, as a mother, I fully appreciate our role in the society. We are the delivers of change and the light of every household. We take a special space in the society, not only the source of strength of our better hubs and children, but also the greatest inspiration of other mothers. As ambassadress of Police Station 7, Bayanihan ni Juana and Bayanihan ng mga ina, I advocate to empower every mother. Through outreach programs, livelihood initiatives, and leadership activities to uplift the lives and elevate the work of those who are in the most vulnerable situation. I share to them my modest beginnings and hardest experiences as a woman, a wife, and a mother to empower them by not letting adversities dim the light of their own home. I strongly believe that mothers can be the brightest light for a better society.
Maayong gabi, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening to everyone.
As you said that you are the ambassadors of the PNP, or one of the stations of the PNP at your city. So my question is, if you have given a chance to be a general of this country, what is your first move, or anong pinakauna-una mong gagawin to empower people? So since na alam naman natin na yung mga PNP natin minsan, di ba, naliligaw ng landas. So what is your first move?
Thank you, sir. For me, given a chance na maging general ng ating Pilipinas sa police station, of course, ipagpapatuloy ko yung sinimulan ni Pangulong Duterte is about drugs. Kasi lahat ng klase ng mga problema is nag-start talaga sa drugs. And to empower every woman, and especially to all mothers, kasi lahat din ito nagsisimula kung saan tayo tumira and para sa mga kabataan. Thank you.
Meron kayong miyembro ng pamilya sa mahal sa buhay.
isang mahal sa buhay, na kasama nyo, na oobserbahan nyo, na nararamdaman nyo, na naguguluhan ng isip. Pag may karamdaman sa isip, pareho din lang yan ang may karamdaman sa puso, sa baga, sa tiyan, sa abdo. Kasi talagang yung isip, yung brain naman natin is part of our body. So, the brain gets sick also. Nagagamit siya, nagagamit.
Nagpapapansin ka na naman. Kahit saktan mo yung sarili mo, walang mabuting may tutuloy din sa'yo.
Anak, ano nangyayari sa'yo? Nandito ako para tulungan ka. Hindi kita pababayaan, anak. Anak, nandito na ang taong makakatulong sa atin.
Huwag kayong mag-alala. Sama-sama nating haharapin ito.
Yes, Sir Mike.
Hello. Magandang gabi. Dalawa na yata kayo nag-mental health for this pageant. So, para kaiba lang tayo sa iba. Mahirap kasi yung topic niya. So,
Yes.
madaliin natin yan. Paano mo siya na-apply yung advocacy mo towards yourself? At paano mo siya i-expand dun sa mga nandito and using the pageant as a platform?
Okay, paano ko i-expand? Para maintindihan ng lahat, gusto ko muna pong magbato ng isang tanong. Kamusta po kayo? Kamusta po tayo? Kasi po, itong mundong ating ginagalawan ngayon, masyado ng malupit. Maaaring hindi lamang ako, ang pamilya ko, ikaw, tayo, meron tayong pinagdaraanan. Merong madali, merong mas malalim, merong hindi na nakakaahon. Itong mental health awareness na to, napapanahon, hindi lang to nangyari sa pandemya, ngunit noong una pa na hindi natin nabibigyang pansin. Bakit? Kasi walang nagsasalita. Bakit? Kasi daw nakakahiya. Bakit pag mayroong malungkot na tao, ang alam lang natin, lungkot lang yun. Bakit tayo nagsasawang pakinggan ang mga paulit-ulit nilang takot? Dahil ba nakakasawa? O dahil ganun na lang siya? Pero kahit anong gawin natin, hindi natin naiintindihan. Tama? Kasi wala ka sa sitwasyon na yon. Ito pong mental health awareness, maraming mukha. Maaaring isang doktor, maaaring isang teacher, maaaring kaibigan mo, o maaaring ikaw. Hindi mo malalaman kung sino ang mayroong depression, o may pinagdadaanan, o mas malalim pa doon. Ako po ay isa sa mga tao, yung stigma na sinasabi, na hindi nalalaman. Ngunit nung naranasan ko ng aming pamilya, nagbukas sa aking kamalayan na dapat i-share ko sa inyo. Tayo yung makiramay. Sorry, nagdadrive po ako. Tayo yung makiramay sa mga taong hindi din nila kayang damayan ang sarili nila. Pakinggan natin ang bawat daing. Huwag tayong magsawa. Lalo na ngayong pandemya, pakiusap ko, huwag na tayong magpahuli pa. Dahil ako'y nahuli. Nahuli kami. Ngayon, kung may pagkakataon ako makasilid ang buhay ng tao, kapitan niya siya, iahon niya siya. Pag-aralan po natin ang mental health awareness. Kasi pag malusog ang inyong kaisipan, malusog ang inyong buong katawan. Yun lamang po.
Thank you.
Bago po kumanta, I would like
like to say thank you very much to the organizers of Mrs. Universe Philippines for having me here tonight. And syempre, pwede po ba natin bigyan ng malakas na palakpak lahat ng ating mga napakagandang candidates? Again, my name is A.G. Rivera of Luminous Circle Artist, and I am one of the finalists of GMA The Clash Season 3. Para po sa inyo tong kantang to, if you know this song, please do feel free to sing along with me. Music, please. Let's take our time tonight, girl. Above us all the stars are watching. There's no place I'd rather be in this world. Your eyes are where I'm lost in. Underneath the chandelier, we're dancing all alone. Used by my smile, never be for you.
will be announced during the coronation night in Okada, Manila. That's going to happen very, this is in no particular order. And the grand winner of the Darling of the Press will be announced during the coronation night in Okada, Manila. That's going to happen very, Step forward, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Makati City. Have it, Peña Florida. Mrs. Universe Philippines, Laguna. To complete our top 3 Darling of the Press, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Rizal. Congratulations, our top 3 Darling of the Press, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Makati City, Mrs. Universe Philippines, Laguna, and Mrs.